Welcome back, everybody, to the Knifing Battle Championship Tournament. This is the second round in the bracket, and this is Just SayHi, formerly Say Hi to Your Mother for Me. He's facing off versus Bladez P6. Now, since Just SayHi had a name change, he also has a YouTube channel change, so check the description below for Just SayHi's new YouTube channel. We are kicking it off here. Bladez P6, he won the coin toss, and he tossed the host over to Just SayHi. So SayHi has host advantage, and he chose Express as his lobby of choice. Now, Bladez P6, if you remember, he is a resident of the UK, whereas Just SayHi is a resident of the United States. So this is another overseas connection right here that these two will be battling against in this battle. Now, as we start off, SayHi off to a slow start, dying 4 times off the top, whereas Bladez P6, he is up by 5 points right now. Now only up by 3 as Just SayHi gets a couple of kills. And a third kill by SayHi, closing that gap by just a little. He's still in the negative though. Bladez P6 getting shock charged. Picks up a combat axe, tosses it into the smoke, but cannot get the enemy. Just SayHi up on the catwalk, trying to juke out another enemy, but getting taken down. Bladez P6 in this locker room area / control room area. Climbs up the ladder, gets a kill, gets another kill, but the third man he could not get. And Just SayHi falling again to a camper in the stairwell there. And he is sitting at 0 points since he is 3 deaths over his 3 kills, which cancels out his kills right now. And again, he falls now. Bladez P6 is flirting with negative as well, as he is even with 5 kills and 5 deaths. Bladez P6 with the early lead here, but there's still lots to go. Up on the train, he runs away from the enemy and grabs another 2 enemies, one on the train and one in the control room area. With a significant lead, he's up by 9 points right now. Just SayHi in the catwalk. Getting a tomahawk kill, but exchanging that for a death. Bladez P6 dying there as well. Just SayHi in the stairwell nearing the catwalk. And gets a bank shot off of the back wall there to get the combat axe kill. But then gets taken down again. And again, his 5 deaths over his 5 kills nullify each other, so that leaves him with 0 points. He's in the negative right now. Bladez P6 still flirting with that negative as well. He is even with 7-7 and uses his smoke screen to get to the other side of the enemy and takes him down. Bladez P6 now running up the stairwell area, gets a nice flank on an enemy, gets another kill, gets a nice double kill there. But then gets dropped. Just SayHi cleaning up the garbage there with the combat axe. Runs into the stairwell, gets taken down. Still down by 9 points here. Now Just SayHi, he took out Unlucky Knifer in the first round. And Bullseye Blade was taken out by Bladez P6. Just SayHi with a nice quick tomahawk off of the spawn area. Running into the catwalk. Down into the main central area of the train station, jumps into the train and gets a kill with a combat axe, but misses that kill. Opts for the combat axes over the stab there. Bladez P6 with his ballistic knives. Up to this point though, SayHi has been running his combat knife, but now he has switched to his ballistic knives. In the first round, SayHi, he used the combat knives when he was going up against Unlucky Knifer, and he used them in the first half of this match, but I guess it seems that they're not working for him, so he changed to the ballistic knives. Bladez P6 steals 2 kills from SayHi there, but SayHi gets another kill there. until getting dropped. Bladez P6 in the back of the map, climbing up the ladder into the control room, gets shock charged and gets taken out. It alerts the enemy and the enemy finds him at the ladder. Just SayHi getting taken down as well. He is still in the negative, but he has made up a little bit of ground. He's only down by 5 at the moment. Bladez P6 frequenting that area, knowing the enemies are there. Gets a combat axe kill. Just SayHi juking his way with his combat knife to the stab. Tossing out a smoke grenade there. He is now only down by 2 points before getting killed in that stairwell. Bladez P6 running through his smoke. Throwing a combat axe into the spawn area of the enemy blindly, but then gets a kill from an enemy jumping out of the train. And finally gets a combat axe on someone in the stairwell. Bladez P6 with a ballistic knife. Only down by 3 now. Within striking distance, Bladez P6 is from SayHi. Although just furthering the gap there with a couple of knives. Just SayHi with a knife from behind to an enemy. But falls again. It is the dying moments of this matchup here. Bladez P6 is up by 4. Just SayHi comes in, intercepts a kill through Bladez P6's smoke. Bladez P6, can he get the final kill? Just a second away from getting the final kill. Bladez P6 did not need it. He gets the win on the first round. And if just SayHi were to get that final kill, he would have tied up the game and then got the extra additional point from the kill cam and would have won that game if SayHi could have got that kill cam. But now we're in Turbine, and Bladez P6 is now the host, choosing Turbine. We know in the last match versus Freestyle Knives and Gunhearted what Gunhearted did against Freestyle Knives on Turbine here. Bladez P6 picking this map. Although a match like 36 kills is probably never bound to happen again in the life of this game right here. In the life of Black Ops 2. Bladez P6 falling early. But finds a nice kill, puts him back up. He is even right now, 1 kill, 1 death. Just SayHi getting a nice kill there. Running down the back ravine. Looking for a spawn area or a flank. But finds an enemy facing him. Ducks around the rock, but then another enemy takes him down with a pistol. With a Cap 40. Or a B23. R, I'm not sure which one. Bladez P6, a nice combat axe. Trying to take out the bouncing Betty there. And jumps out of one of the perches. One of the balconies over the rocks. Into the fallen turbine, but then dies. Just SayHi tossing a few long combat axes there. But came up short. Bladez P6 going for a bank off of the wall inside there, but finds an enemy running underneath him. Just SayHi getting shock charged, ducking out of the way, but he gets killed. Bladez P6 going after the same person that just killed SayHi. Throws a smoke. He runs at him. He says, enough of this. I'm just going to take you down. Runs straight at him. And gets him while he's lying prone. Just SayHi with a nice combat axe there. Just SayHi is down early here. But he is within striking distance. And ties up the game with a nice couple of combat axes there. It is 4-3 to 4-3 right now. Although just SayHi falls even right at this moment. Just SayHi rushing off the spawn. Almost goes across the bridge, but enemies behind him has taken him down. And he is in the negative. Bladez P6 with a nice combat axe there. Running into the sniper perch. Not finding anybody. And fires a combat axe and a ballistic knife, but could not get that kill on that head-on enemy. One thing that you have to do when you're knifing is being confident and running in front of those enemies and knowing that you can get them. A nice bank shot by Bladez P6 there. Like I said, you have to run at them like that in a game like this when you're racing against who can get the most kills, and you have to be confident in your aim. Now, it's always better to get a flanking route or to find a way to get to that spawn area and and catch enemies while they're running out of the spawn, but at times you will have to go face to face with enemies, and you just have to be confident with your tomahawk and ballistic knife. And SayHi gets a nice combat axe there. Bladez P6 seeing some character packages drop in the enemy spawn and rushes in, gets a combat axe but falls. SayHi trying to run into that area where the care package landed. And the care package of the enemies contained a swarm. These guys are going to have to stay inside if they want to stay out of the enemy swarm, and just SayHi falling to the swarm. Bladez P6 falling to the swarm. This has not happened in the battle tournament yet, where an enemy has gotten a swarm, or a swarm in a care package. Bladez P6 putting on cold-blooded, smart move. You are allowed to change your knifing class in the knifing battle tournament, just as long as your other classes remain within the boundaries of the rules of the tournament. So he has a cold-blooded class ready. Good move on his part to stay out of that swarm. Just SayHi running up the center turbine now, and gets a nice kill straight on with his combat knife. He has switched back to his combat knife, gets a nice flank on an enemy from behind, but when you're up on top of that turbine in the middle of the map, you can be seen from all around, and someone took him down. Bladez P6 in one of the back buildings here finds a flank on an enemy, fires his ballistic knife, fires it again, and the enemy is alerted there, turns around, and takes him down. If you're a knifer and you're not aware, when you shoot your ballistic knives, you do appear on the mini-map. So the enemy turned around and saw Bladez P6, probably after being alerted from the mini-map. Just SayHi being taken down right now. Bladez P6 is in the positive, whereas SayHi is negative at the moment. Bladez P6 up by 4 points with the host advantage. Living in the UK, SayHi in the United States. Bladez P6 looking for that ballistic knife, but he alerts that person in that area, and the enemy turns around and gets him, knowing where he is. And Bladez P6 is now negative, but he's still up by 5. Just SayHi sees an enemy up on the rock and gets taken out.
We're losing everything we fought for.
Bladez P6 and SayHi running off of the spawn simultaneously. There's SayHi in front of Bladez P6. Gets a combat axe to an enemy after taking on some fire. Seeing an enemy in the background, gets another long combat axe there. He is closing the gap right now. Climbing up on the turbine. He can be seen from all angles when he's up there, but he can also see his terrain and knows where he has to go to get those enemies, and ties up the game. Gets a little 3 streak here. If he can keep this up, he can take the lead for the first time in this matchup, and he takes the lead. He is up by 2 after getting that kill. He is slowly approaching the positive, trying to get back into the positive, which will only benefit you, because when you're negative, it takes away from your overall score. And just looking for an enemy. Lots of terrain to cover here. He gets another kill, and gets 4 or 5 kills in a row there. Nice bloodthirsty to come back and take the lead. Now Bladez P6 on the outside, but SayHi falls there at the end there and loses a point, but stays up by 1. And just SayHi wins 11-10 in the second round to force a third round in the knifing battle tournament to stay in it. Forcing a third round, SayHi wins by 1 point. And Grind is the place that will determine who will go on in the knifing battle tournament into the Fatal 4. We already have Gunhearted and Siberian Ninja in the Fatal 4. Whoever wins this matchup will go on to face Gunhearted in the Fatal 4. Now Bladez P6 retains the host advantage because cumulatively over the past 2 rounds he had 1 more kill than SayHi. So Bladez P6 retains the host advantage, and Grind is where we will find out who will move on. SayHi with an early lead. It is 3-1. Bladez P6 running up the skate park area into the indoor park area. Takes the side door, doesn't find anyone. SayHi with an enemy behind him turns on him with the combat knife. And SayHi returning to his combat knife. Now he did switch to his ballistic knife in the first round. That was the first time we saw him use a ballistic knife. But he is a combat knife user, it seems, heavily in this tournament. Just SayHi finding an enemy sitting at the window but cannot connect the knife, but finds a nice lunge there. Bladez P6 searching out here. Gets a turn on the enemy and gets a headshot with his ballistic knife. Bladez P6, a nice combat knife there. He is sitting just a little bit outside of the enemy spawn and ties it up with another ballistic knife shot. Bladez P6 running off of the spawn, only down by 1 right now. Another ballistic knife shot there, but he gets concussioned, and an enemy takes him out from behind. Just SayHi running up the stairwell at the side, gets a kill himself. Into the back restroom area, but then gets taken down by the KSG. And both of these men just died. They're running off the spawn right now. Just SayHi in front of P6, but they both get taken down, so they will return to their spawn area and head out. As you can see, just SayHi ahead of Bladez P6 right there. But Bladez P6 going back for the revenge kill through the smoke grenade. Gets that combat axe. These guys are great at feeling out where an enemy is through the smoke. And gets a bank shot off of the far wall there. After that enemy took out SayHi, Bladez P6 banks a long tomahawk off of the back wall inside the indoor skate park area. SayHi running up the side stairwell, but an enemy just waiting for him there. And it is tied up 8-8. Both of these men are even right now. 8 kills and 8 deaths apiece. SayHi sees an enemy, gets a nice quick combat axe there. One of the keys to getting enemies is the amount of times you have to kill them. Meaning, if you have 2 combat axes, if you have a ballistic knife, you can throw those 2 combat axes with fast hands pretty quickly. You can shoot that ballistic knife really fast if you know the reload canceling technique. So, having 2 or 3 chances to kill your enemy if they're firing wildly at you is always better than only having either 1 combat axe or none at all on you. Because in those situations, you never know where those enemies are aiming, and just like that, a nice stab there by Bladez P6, but he gets taken out from behind. So you will see, it's really fast to notice, but you will see these opponents, whenever they're facing an enemy, they're actually getting 1 or 2 chances to kill them by tossing out a tomahawk that might miss, but then tossing out another one really fast and a ballistic knife really quickly as well. And you know, we always want to, as knifers, we always want to land that first combat axe, but if we don't get it, you know, it's good to have a backup one or a ballistic knife to shoot. And sometimes you can even close the gap. But one of the keys is firing those shots off as fast as you can. SayHi is up by 2 right now. In the back of the map, he sees all of his teammates back there. Bladez P6 on the other side, getting shot at. A nice leap combat axe there. Just SayHi getting a knife and a combat axe really quickly before getting taken down there. Both of these men are in the positive right now. Although just SayHi is a little bit of a lead. Now 4 kills of a lead over top of Bladez P6. P6 not finding any action out there on the quarter pipes. Just SayHi gets a combat axe before being taken down by an enemy in front of him. P6 running through the smoke. Finding an enemy on the side but gets taken down. Just SayHi battling an enemy who was prone right there. Gets a nice knife. And another quick combat axe there. The key to winning is quickness. And these men definitely have it. Just SayHi is up by 7 though right now, and he is looking for some more insurance. Finds an enemy and gets the knife. As you saw, he threw that combat axe, but then went for the stab after. Bladez P6 with a nice double piece there before getting taken down by a KSG Riot Shielder. Combat axe by Just SayHi there. Bladez P6, a nice ballistic knife shot. This game is winding down. There isn't much time left. Bladez P6 will have to turn it on right now, or at least hope that Just SayHi dies more than a few times so that he can catch up. Just SayHi jumping into an area, seeing tons of enemies, gets a quick combat axe, taken down by the KSG. Bladez P6 in the mix, running through the smoke, misses a knife, running off the spawn. I don't think Bladez P6 can catch up here mathematically now. It is the end of the match, but he gets the final kill cam with the ballistic knife. Gets the final kill cam bonus for a final score of 18 points, but it is not enough. Just SayHi moves on in the knifing battle tournament to the Fatal 4 with 24 kills to Bladez 18 points. Good going, SayHi. See you in the Fatal 4.